Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of City Skylines here in New Zealand. Yes, what a fantastic name for our city build. We're just following somebody along here into the start of our city. On the left we have the first area that we started to build. Today we need to expand. We've got a lot of projects, little projects that are popping up to keep this city growing. I have discovered it's been quite difficult to make money on this city build. It's quite possible because I've been using these green type buildings. And if we have a look at our zoning, at our districts and what it says about those green buildings, if I can find the right one, I think I was on the right one in the first place. Self-sufficient buildings consume less electricity, less garbage production, but generate 30% less tax income. And we've got all of this here set as those type of green buildings. Oh dear, this one's derelict. And I think we did it with these ones as well. Yeah, so lots of tax income being missed. Well, 30% less tax income. These ones here are the normal ones. So we've got to be careful doing that. While I think of it, our new area over here, I've not had any of your feedback on this yet. I'm a few episodes ahead, which is what I like to try and do. So this is Chestnut Hills. I haven't had any name suggestions for that yet, like I say, but I will look out for those when they arrive. I'm going to go to policies, city planning, and high-rise ban. So restrict buildings from being upgraded to the highest level. So we're not going to have tall buildings. We might get a couple disappear, maybe. No, that's fine, but so we don't get really tall high-rise buildings in here, which is okay. Just before we dive into building in our city, I'm using a new little mod. It doesn't affect the game in any way. It's just a sort of a UI thing. So if we come to our outside connections on here, I am using the enhanced outside connection view. Normally these are all ticked on, but I've been playing around with it. But look, you can turn these on and off individually. Now, in the past, I've used the exclude mail option because as soon as we start adding mail or post to our city, then that is just like a huge import and export, and it just fills this up. But you can individually turn that one off. But you can turn them all individually on and off if you wish. So if we just sort of do this, for instance, it's now easy to see where it is that the goods are being requested or exported from. So if I just turn all of these off. So goods at the moment being exported from nowhere, but they're being imported all down here. So of course these are commercial buildings that are wanting goods. So yeah, what are we exporting at the moment? Yeah, mainly agricultural products because we're making a load of those. Now that is one thing that we need to work on. So let's have a look at our Green Teas farm. We want to get Green Tea Fields farm upgraded as much as possible. We've got a maximum ability of 250 workers. We do have an option for a factory, but that only needs stuff from the bakery and stuff that we're producing anyway. Yeah, actually, we'll just put it right on there. That'll be fine because we're sort of running out of room next to the coast. There we go, that's fine. So go nuts for donuts. We've finally found the source of them. The cake is not a lie. Colossal cakes. So it's going to need animal products, crops and flour. Well, crops we've got by the bucket load in here, which we're keeping balanced. Flour we've got over here being stored and made. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. There we go, flour. And that's been stored in here. I'm going to switch that to fill. So we keep it in here and hopefully then come over here. Yeah, animal products. There we go. We're making them there. So I do want to just pop a little warehouse. Do we have a warehouse for animal products? Oh, we do. Okay. Let's just rearrange this a bit. Let's grab that road there. That can come out, say, to there. I'm going to move this over here. There we go. Excellent. That is going to be our animal products. And we're also going to keep that on field. So these aren't going to be sold. They're going to come over to here. And everything that this needs is going to be right next to it. I'm going to whack it up to 150%. And I'm also going to put down next to it here another little buffer. What's it making? It's making pastries. So I don't think we'd store the pastries in the open air. I really need to find some new warehouses. If you've got any links to some cool little different looking warehouses, let me know. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to assume that they're sort of stored in some crates or something like that. There we go. So this is going to be put on empty. and put for special unique factory products. There we go. So hopefully that will start making us some money. Well, definitely, I know these have added more jobs. I'm going to keep an eye on what they need and what they're falling short of. So we'll come back, we'll take a look, see what we need, and we will expand intelligently. Taps head with a knowing wink. Okay, so here we are back in Chestnut Hills, and we've got this little park area in the middle here that we said we were going to do something with. Just a little small park, nothing too fancy, but that people can just come in. I know it seems a bit weird to have a park in the middle of a roundabout, but it's not the busiest roundabout. It's my city. If I want people to enjoy parks in the middle of roundabouts, then why the heck not? That's what I've got to say about it. So let's just start off, see how we go, see what it looks like, and yeah, that'll be good fun. So small park main gate, and then one of these over here. So they have an area of effect of happiness as well. Look, we can see the park area bonus is already hitting these guys here, which is great. That will just spread that little park goodness around them. Excellent. And can I put a roundabout in there using the roundabout mod and this? No. Okay, there we go. Let's remove these trees from the move these roads from the middle so we can enjoy the trees. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Roundabout Park is growing. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Ducks, they are so awesome. Beautiful ducks, indeed. Do you know what we could have in the middle here? We could have a little duck pond. How about that? That would just be fantastic. Let's get those and let's move them over here. That should do. That should do. And this is going to be really hard to add water in here without causing a huge flood everywhere, because isn't that what we normally do? Let's see. Let's unpause. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely. In fact, we could even lift that up. Oh, man, am I going to make a problem for myself a little bit? I think that's fine. Nice little small thing in the middle here. You can come and float your boat. If it floats your boat, you can come and do that here. Excellent. Right, there is the start of our park. We may adjust things a little bit later. Got some plazas they can come and walk around in. A bit of water, and they can see it from the windows. You know, it's nice to be able to look out and see something like that. And in a map like this, where there's going to be views everywhere, I think personally making the most of little features like this is going to really make the map stand out. Now, as it stands, nobody can get to this park because there's no way of crossing over this road, as you can see, from the outside to the inside. Now, I don't really want a crossing like right in the middle, because I'm thinking that's going to affect the traffic, although the traffic isn't that bad. So I am just wondering, rather than having a path coming over the top and then the park entrance outside here somewhere, I am thinking that I am going to add a couple of crossings, and then we're going to see how it affects the traffic, because the traffic is only ever going to be, I would say, as much as it is now, because it's only ever bringing in people for this little sort of peninsula area. It's never going to suddenly be heading out to some other place and be absolutely... Look, people are loving the park. They can't even get to it, and they're loving it already. So I am going to add in crossings with traffic lights at either end. Do you know what? I might even do 4 like that. And then we can keep an eye on how they affect the traffic. Do you know what? Because it's got a traffic light rather than just being a straight crossing, the traffic isn't getting stopped that often. It just happens on a timer, whatever the timer is. Whereas without the traffic light, they'd be stopping all the time for everybody to cross. But like that, you get 3 or 4 people backed up, and then off they head again. The only thing it has just slightly changed, which I want to adjust if I can, is added a node in there where they're changing lanes. Whereas we haven't allowed lane changing in the middle. We've allowed lane changing on this node, this node, this node, and this node. So where they come in and then where they leave. And that has slightly affected it. So I'm going to do that. These should all have dedicated turning lanes, which for some reason have been turned off since I've added that node. There we go. So that hasn't affected it at all, which is fantastic. And then this should, it's got an income of 300. The ticket price, actually, the higher it is, more people want to come and visit. So we'll put it up like that and we'll see how that goes. Nice. Okay. Right. Let's head back on over to our farm. Excellent. Material cost, production value, we are making money. Plenty of flour, plenty of crops. So I don't think crops is ever going to be a problem. We've got plenty of those. The flour might be an issue. We've got some here. How are these doing? So they're getting crops here as well as crops going straight to the bakery. I want this to be filled up, but then they're not making enough to fill it up. And the animal products is struggling. That is struggling to get filled up. You're down here. Oh, don't snap to the node. Don't bend. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200. There we go. Excellent. And then what I want to do is add a couple more farms over this side. And of course, this is New Zealand. So, you know, sort of slightly modelled on New Zealand. So, as has been mentioned quite a lot, most of these should just be sheep. So, I am going to add loads of sheep. We're going to have loads of sheep everywhere. We'll add one going down there just to add a bit of ruralness. That's a hard word for me to say. And I've just been to the dentist as well. So jaw is killing me. There we go. A little bit of, I'm going to try and make myself say it again, ruralness being added to this area. These do add some jobs, 25 each. So that's another 50. So up to 300. Yeah, we need to get to 350. So hopefully now that will keep our animal products. I want to see this filling up. That will get our flour filling up because we're making more crops, because these are using more crops and these are using more crops and these are using crops as well. We're still making money. I mean, look, our money from our industry is going up. So that is good. There we go. Just something simple like that. Unfortunately, the pollution is going to make them look a bit orange. But I think it sort of adds a autumnal look to the area. And boy, these sheep are flipping noisy. And once again, there is a fire somewhere in the city because these guys are heading out. Oh, is it in our new area? Yeah, there it is. There it is. They're heading all the way over here to solve the fire in the... What is this place here? Let's have a quick look. Buildings on fire, Neptune Media Store. Well, I think these guys are going to be on top of that, so that's fine. Ooh, okay. We're getting a little bit of traffic backing up coming off of here. And that's the road leaving this area, which does have traffic lights on it. We don't need traffic lights. So let's remove those. These guys need to just keep moving. Let's have a look out. Yeah, I think that will probably be okay, actually. We do have parking on here as well, which, I mean, that doesn't affect anything at all. But I always sort of think to myself, where a road is coming straight into a roundabout, I'm not going to bother about that parking down there. We shouldn't have parking right next to the roundabout. For a visual perspective, and if you really were trying to park, really were trying to get onto a roundabout, having parked cars around you would make it very difficult. So, and I'm also going to say, do not change lanes there. Pick your lane when you come into the node. Let's just see how that helps. I think that should be fine. Yeah, that's okay. Like we said, it's not too busy here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And just checking how many jobs we've got on Green Tea Fields Farm. Oh my goodness, that's such a mouthful. We need 10 more to be able to upgrade this to another level. So I'm just thinking we're going to add another sheep field. Why not? Why not? Let's do that. Small animal pasture. We should be able to with a bit of jiggery pokery. Oh, there we go. Look, we can fit that in there. There we go. And then when they move in, that should give us the jobs that we need. Let's grab that there. Let's put this in here. Let's check that that's going to be sheep. Not enough raw materials. Here they come, being dropped off for the sheeps. Come on, you can do it. Hey, there we go. So that should be enough jobs. 365. So we've just got to wait for that to fill up to 350. And then it will definitely go to the next level because we've produced way more than enough resources for what we need. Yeah, let's get a nice bit of detail in here. Why not? For the poor farmer that lives in here, working his fingers to the bone. Okay, we'll leave our farm churning away over there and come back to that in a bit. So something we need to really take a look at and get a grip of in this city is our education. Now, I realise in previous episodes I'd made a mistake with the placements of elementary schools. We've got that all sorted now, but we are a little bit low on how many schools we need in our new area. Let's just check out this one here. So that is absolutely filled to the brim with students. We definitely need a new elementary school over here. Let's go for this one to match the one that we've got there and try and find a spot. It's going to end up looking like the two buildings are attached together. Would that just be weird? Let's just pop it in and have a look. And you know what? I think that actually works. I think that looks like it's two buildings joined together, some sort of school system for, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Where you can do elementary and high school. So I'll add that in there. So let's just take a look what the coverage has done for that. So that is much better, but we still, man, we've got so many eligible. Let's just have a look on other parts of our city. 90, yeah, they're all filled up. So definitely we're going to add a couple more over here, which unfortunately means we're going to end up maybe losing some buildings back along the train tracks there. I don't think we're going to submit the children to that. Look at this little spot over here. This looks absolutely perfect. Let's just grab this road here. So there we go. And I'm going to pop a little shop right opposite the school as well. So excellent. So hopefully that is enough for this area. But because these are high rise, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to need a lot over here. Look at that. The perfect spot. That one is going to go there. There we go. That should be it for now. So actually, these shops that I put over here are now going to be replaced with a high school. Thank you for your service. Smoothify that out a bit. And then we're going to grab this one. And we just do one quick pass down there like that. University. Now, this is one of those things where you can see, look, it's red. It's red, it's red, it's red, it's red. Loads of people that need to be graduated. Eligible 1,176 are eligible to go. We have plenty of capacity, but let's look how many people actually here. 160. Because of the distance. And that is something that we're constantly going to struggle with, or have as a challenge, I should say, on this map, because everything is so far away from each other. We do have, if I remember correctly, a bus that comes into this area here. Let's just take a look at our bus routes. Yeah, here we go. Our university line. Let's turn these other ones off. So could we add some more stops to try and encourage more people to come on our university line? So we've got like a stop sort of 3 or 4 around this place, and it's looping, so that's okay. And then as it follows around here, we've got like a bus stop right there. We could add a stop. Let's do that. Put this one on. There we go. Might as well use that bus stop there. Is that, do we put no stops along here at all? Well, that was a big mistake, wasn't it? Okay, so is there any other bus stops along here we could utilise? This end. If not, we're going to make one. Yeah, there we go. There's one there. Let's add it there. And then I want it going the other way as well. Yeah, we might as well. So we're going to go there, and we're going to go there. And then if we follow that down through here, and we've got that coming to our main... Yeah, that's what we were trying to do. Encourage people to use the stops to come to our main little hub here. So now we've got more coverage with our stops and ease of use to get to our university line. So hopefully that will increase the students that are coming here, which will stop us getting not enough educated students, which we do have popping up from time to time. So let's see how that goes. How's the traffic, by the way? 87%. That is fantastic. Now, something I did want to do back round here again is a lot of people have said about having access for this directly to the highway, which is right here. So all the trucks and all the farm equipment doesn't have to drive through the city, which it does at the moment. It has to come all the way down here. But I'll be honest, it isn't that busy. Could utilise this little bit of space here, but as it's not that busy, I think we're just going to leave it as it is. Oh, look at that. It looks like our park has reached level 2. Washington Hills. It's this one over here. Fantastic. So is it making us some money? It's making us some money. It has people visiting. And that is really, really good. So I was just thinking, how else could we encourage people to come over to our university and be educated? Is we do have options for ferries, which we could. I mean, this seems like the perfect map to have a ferry. I don't know whether I'm going to get a ferry stop going through here, and I'm pretty sure I can't buy any more squares. Darn it. Oh, that's a pain. I don't want to spend all the money putting... I'll tell you what, let's try it. Let's pause the game and see if it is possible to add a ferry through that. So we're going to add a small ferry stop along here, which is wanting to attach to that road, which is fine. So let us delete this road. Delete. Thank you very much. Small ferry stop. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it as far away from that as possible. There we go. Then we can use the Move It mod to sort of line that up with those buildings so they don't disappear. We'll then grab this road. It's still going to be one way, and we'll connect that to there and that to there. That should be fine. So we have that one there. And then definitely a ferry stop over here. And right by Chai Waterfront, where we've got all these speciality buildings here. Oh, look, it's been abandoned because it's a historical building. It's going to forever be the historically abandoned building. Is anyone ever going to move back into this? Or is that always going to stay like that? Let's find out. We're going to leave it like that. Your choice hotel. And then we're just going to change that. It was your choice hotel. Now it's just an abandoned building. We'll leave that like that. Yeah, let's add another one along the front here, and we've got this sort of park, so we need to gonna have to adjust that ever so slightly. Okay, we've got these two in which we can connect up. I am thinking that I'm going to run this along the front here. Let's go a little bit further out, and it's not going to let me. Even with Anarchy on, I can't get that far. So I'm going to pop that up to there, and then we're going to run this one. Is that going to hook on there for me? There we go. We'll go through this little island spot there, and we're going to connect up to... there, and we'll just run it backwards and forwards. Oh, we need a ferry depot. Now, see, that would have been better. I would have popped that with my industry or something all the way down there, but as we can't get round that way, where can that go? Right, for lack of a better place to put this at the moment, I'm going to put it as far away from everywhere as possible until we can actually find a really good spot for it. So it's just going to go there, and we're going to end up losing a house or two. Let's turn Anarchy off. We don't need that. There we go. Sorry about your houses. Sorry about your houses. Let's just remove that. Oh, we could have some shops along here. Might cheer you up a little bit. There we go. Let's see how that goes. So now we need to connect that up as well. And then we just need to add a line. So at the moment, the line is literally going to go backwards and forwards to there. I'm just wondering whether we could add... Another ferry stop in here, whether that's just overkill. That is not that far away. I think a little peninsula like this would only have one ferry stop. So we'll do that, and then when we can, we'll add them further on. But at the moment, can't do it. We need to hit our next target of 8,000, which we're getting there. And then we can unlock. And we're hitting that challenge of not having enough space to add people in to grow our city. It is becoming harder and harder. And then to unlock another square after that, we've got to go past 9,500 up to 15,000. So if we buy this square, we're going to have this little island, man, and these little bits of space up here. We have got to basically double our population with the space that we get in this one next square that we can unlock. So I am actually thinking we're not going to get that one. I am thinking we're going to get one up here somewhere. Or even, I mean, if this one opened up, that could be quite good. Lots of high density there, but we've really got to plan ahead. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below where we should unlock next. What do you think is going to give us the most bang for our buck in doubling the population of our city? We'll have to find out. Right, let's take a look at our ferries. They should be heading out. There we go. Let's do a little ferry tour. And here we go, pulling up at our leisure industry over here. So I'm not quite sure how many people are going to end up using this, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's just come over here. Something I've just noticed. We've got a big building popped up over here by our university. I didn't put, because we've got a separate district here, haven't we? University, there's the name I'm looking for. Let's just go into our policies, city planning. Oh, high-rise ban is on there anyway. That's fine. Yeah, excellent. I just didn't want that building getting any bigger. But that looks okay. That's fine. Let's just check how many ferries were added to that line. This one here. 2 stops, 1 vehicle. That's fine. And yeah, we'll get a few passengers. Hopefully that's going to encourage more people to come over here to our university. Already 167. Cannot complain at that. And then once we get that all the way along the front, that might encourage more people to come and work at Green Tea Fields Farm, which is only 7 people away from getting enough workers. What is our unemployment? 4% unemployed, so there is people around, but I think with all of this going on over here, we're not going to get that many people over there. So I am wondering whether we could just remove some of these. I'm just going to remove a few of those like that. It means we're going to be importing goods. We need to get rid of that for sure. But it means hopefully that more people are going to move over this way. What is wrong with these guys here? Land value was so low. Let's just have a quick look at the land value here. It is pretty low. Once it starts getting below that sort of deep blue in the middle, and that is probably to do with noise or pollution. Noise is okay. Pollution, yeah, look, it just stretches out that bit further there because of this. So could we sort of increase that land value with a park to make them forget about how bad that area really is? Even a little teeny tiny non-expensive dog park has a nice area of effect. Yeah. I was hoping to pop that in the middle here somewhere. It means destroying. I'm going to actually put it over the houses that are causing the problem. There we go. Oh, darn it. I had anarchy turned on. Let's just delete the houses. There we go. Excellent. So that should just take care of that a little bit there. There we go. More towards the deeper blue. Fantastic. And there we go. We've done it. We've reached level 2. So now the area gets a couple of bonuses. Extra efficiency, less pollution. And we open up some factories, milking parlours, all sorts of good stuff, which is fantastic. So over here, I've just been adding a few more shops, a couple of offices, just to try and beef up the look of this area here, and it's looking nice. I like it, but I'm glad we finally hit the next level. So this is really making us an absolute ton of money each week. It goes up to 5, 6, 7,000, which is absolutely brilliant. And if we come all the way along the coast, let's just fly along here, boom, 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 past everything, round the heads. There we go. Oh, we've got a bit of trash problems. We'll come back to that. Our university is doing really well, nearly up to 200 students. So we are solving problems. We're almost over 7,500, which is absolutely brilliant. Couple of complaints about the tax. Yeah, we won't worry about that too much. So there we go. Things are happening in the city of New Teeland. Let me know what you think I should unlock next so we can hit our next 2 targets to give us some more squares to completely grow and build and expand in our city. Thank you for all of your suggestions and your support. Maybe check out the other video on the screen. Have you seen it? It's probably got the 1 million population city traffic fix. That was a doozy. So thanks very much. Have a fantastic day. I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, we've hit big city. Right at the end of the episode, little treat for those that hung around. See you soon. Bye-bye.